Melissa Magee, she's here. She's tracking the conditions for us.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
It was really nice today. We had a lot of sunshine inland, temperatures in the 70s and 80s. Tomorrow it does cool down, so we'll talk about those details and the reason why. Jonathan and Annabelle walk over this way and showing you a beautiful picture outside of Long Beach here on this Monday. Look well off in the distance. You can see what looks like a gray layer out in the sky. That's that marine layer. That's going to push on through as we go throughout the overnight hours into the start of our day tomorrow. So there are 4 things to watch as we press forward here. Morning clouds on the way as we get into our Tuesday morning. Might even be some spots of drizzle. We are tracking an area of low pressure that's going to move through tomorrow afternoon. So isolated showers, even a thunderstorm likely Tuesday afternoon right through Wednesday morning. So we're going to cool down the next couple of days. And then after that, a gradual warm up on the way as we get into Thursday right through our upcoming weekend. Outside we go. We're looking at the numbers. It's 73 for Los Angeles, 82 for Ontario, 77 in Santa Clarita. Warm as we head inland, 84 degrees there in San Bernardino and 81 degrees there in Riverside. I want to talk about the dew points. We don't really touch on it a whole lot here in Southern California, but you probably noticed this weekend it was really humid, especially yesterday. So the dew point, it's level moisture in the atmosphere. So the higher the number, the higher the humidity. So when you have temperatures, dew point temperatures in the upper 50s and lower 60s, that's an indication that there's some stickiness in the atmosphere. You probably felt it if you're out and about today. Things are going to be changing as we press into our Tuesday. Satellite and radar is showing you we've got a mostly clear sky, a lot of sunshine to enjoy. This is why the humidity is going to be dropping. We are tapping into an onshore flow tomorrow. A trough of low pressure will sag to the south, making for cooler conditions and an afternoon shower chance as well. Let's time this out for you. Futurecast showing you tomorrow morning low clouds and fog, might be some areas of drizzle. We've got enough sunshine to create some instability in the atmosphere tomorrow afternoon. The specks of green, that's an indication of a pop-up shower. A lot of activity possible tomorrow afternoon across the San Gabriel Mountains, right across Ventura County valleys, even across areas in the mountains for San Bernardino and Riverside counties. We'll start to clear it out as we get into our Wednesday morning, then the warm-up's on the way. Your forecast tomorrow for the basin, 73 degrees. It's going to be a cooler day, 67 for the coast. A shower will be possible, isolated in some spots. By Wednesday afternoon, we'll start to clear it out. We'll dry it out, and these numbers gradually warm up Thursday right through our upcoming weekend. The middle upper 70s for the basin, around 70 for the coast. The valleys tomorrow, 77, 82 degrees for the Inland Empire. Will dry out as we head into Wednesday afternoon. Then temperatures hanging out in the upper 70s and the lower 80s. Nice gradual warm up on the way over the next few days. High desert, the chance of those thunderstorms will be out there. Same thing for the low desert. Then we'll have temperatures rebounding into the 90s and the triple digits this weekend. Unsettled for the mountains tomorrow afternoon. Then we'll dry it out. More sunshine on the way as we head into the rest of our work week. That is a look at your forecast. Olivia is up next with sports. She is live at Dodger Stadium.
Like once they fly out, do they come back? Do they hang out? Do the two sisters hang out there?
Yeah, breaking news. I didn't know they were sisters.
Yeah,
Sunny and Gizmo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just learned that. Isn't that wild?
All right. Yeah, this is good to know. This is good information.
It's flying weather.
Yes, exactly. If the other sis wants to get going, it's going to be a little cooler tomorrow. So hopefully that'll get her out the nest. We'll talk about the details. Jonathan and Annabelle, walk over this way. I want to show you this picture outside as we're looking live from the Cahuenga Pass, downtown Los Angeles, all the way in the distance there. Our home base, Universal City. And we'll talk about the current conditions. We've got a lot of sunshine. You probably noticed that if you're out and about today. Currently for Universal, we're coming in at 77. Relative humidity in at 46% at this hour. Out the door we go on our Tuesday. A few changes to tell you about as we look at the temperature trend for the valleys. Overnight tonight, we've got a mostly clear sky. And then once we go throughout the overnight hours into early tomorrow morning, low clouds and fog will be returning across the area. Temperatures for the most part tomorrow will be in the lower 60s. And then we are tracking the potential of a trough of low pressure that's going to move on through. That's going to impact first our temperatures. And you can see from behind me some pop-up showers on the way. So Futurecast showing you 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We do have some showers, kind of hit or miss across the region, but we've got some clouds, enough sunshine to create some instability to spark these showers moving on through. A lot of the activity will be concentrated Out across the mountains in San Gabriel Mountains, Ventura County valleys and mountains, and out across the mountains and deserts as well. So not everyone will find the activity, but I would not be surprised if we had a robust shower moving on through quickly and then moving on out. Same thing holds true as we get into our Tuesday night, and then once we get into the rest of Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, this moisture starts to depart. So we'll talk about your first alert 7-day forecast. 73 degrees tomorrow, 67 for the coast. As we head into Wednesday, at least for the back half of the day, we'll start to dry it out. Nice warming trend will be on the way. It's gradual. It's not sudden. Temperatures in the middle and upper 70s right through the end of our work week, around 70 for the coast, and then we'll be maxing out close to 80 degrees for the basin as we get into Sunday. For the valleys, and at 77, we've got 82 for the Inland Empire. As we head into the rest of our week, you can see this warming trend gets going. Upper 70s on the way Wednesday and Thursday, then we're back up into the 80s, even the 90s as we head into our upcoming weekend. High desert, chance of those storms by tomorrow afternoon, and at 88, 95 degrees for the low desert. Once we get into the weekend, temperatures hanging out in the 90s and the triple digits. For the mountains tomorrow, 67, still unsettled for the first half of the day on Wednesday, and at 65. Then we've got temperatures hanging out in the upper 60s and comfortably in the 70s with a lot of sun as we head into the weekend for the mountains. That is your forecast. NBC4 News continues right after the break.